Welcome back everyone. Today's video is going to be a new makeup releases style video. So I'm going to be talking over some of the new makeup releases that I've seen announced recently, give my thoughts on them. I also wanted to mix that in with a few new makeup products that I've been trying that I've been really enjoying. So I wanted to spotlight those as well. I used to do new makeup releases or my Will I Buy It series every single week. I stopped doing that probably like last year, I want to say. And then I just kind of do it whenever inspiration strikes. My last new makeup releases video I did, I was also talking a lot about trends that I'm seeing, especially for 2025, and then also incorporating the new makeup releases that way. For this one, like I said, I wanted to touch on products that I see that are going to be coming out soon. We have new brands popping up as well, but then I also wanted to share some products that I've just been using that are new that I've been really enjoying. I really wanted to start off with the palette that I have on my eyes. I have one shadow on my eyes right now, but Nomad Cosmetics did just release their Fairytale Europe palette, and I had to laugh a little bit because I do PR hauls like every other week on my channel. I literally just sit in my living room and I open up all the packages that I've received, and then I edit my video, and I'm opening the packages and I get to this one and I open it up and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I'm so excited. I'm like, everybody look at this palette. Look how beautiful it is. Like all these beautiful shimmers, a row of mattes down here, which is, I just think is so genius. I'm like, yeah, I'm so excited about it. I go to edit my video and I'm putting links in my description box and I'm like, this palette has not been shown yet. Like, thank goodness I could never do my PR hauls live. Never, ever, ever gonna do my PR hauls live, because it's happened multiple times where in editing, I'm like, oh shoot, that palette hasn't actually been announced yet. The collaboration hasn't been announced yet. The inside hasn't been shown yet. So I have to cut it from my video. And so I went to cut everything from my PR haul and I was like, but I really wanna keep that was like my genuine reaction. Like, that was my first time seeing the palette. I was like, I really wanna keep my reaction in there. So instead I just blurred the palette. I just blurred it out. So I had to edit in this little blur box, and then every time I moved, I had to move the little box with me. But I really wanted to keep in my reaction because I was so excited for this palette the moment that I saw it. This palette is available now, again, from Nomad Cosmetics, the Fairytale Europe palette. The shade that I have on my eyes today is just the Snow White shade. And I was like, I don't know if this shade like looks intriguing, and it like looks kind of white in the pan, but then it actually has like a red shift to it. It is so cool. It is such a cool, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up. I don't know where I should be looking right now, but like, do you see? I hope that you can see something, because that shade is so, so cool. I've also, for some reason, was really gravitating towards the pinks. I wore the pinks. I've worn almost every single matte on my eyes. This, it's like a bluish green, like this Love Story here. This one was a shade, again, I just wore this all over my eyes the other day, just this one. I'm kind of surprised because the golds, like the green and the gold, called out to me right away. And like, I love this red shade in Little Mermaid, but it was, I feel like that's when I know I'm really gonna love a palette, is when I reach for shades that I wouldn't normally. And that's like, cause it's like, it sparks something in my brain. I always say I don't have the most like a visual brain like that when it comes to makeup. So when I open a palette and I do something that's outside of my norm, I'm like, that's how you know you found one that is going to kind of like stretch your imagination, stretch the way you think when it comes to makeup looks, right? So I've just been enjoying this one so much. I'm a big fan of Nomad Cosmetics. I've talked about their eyeshadow palettes for a long time on my channel. And I just think that this one is like, this one is so me, because you have like, yes, you have colorful, you have the, dual chromes and all of the fun things, but I absolutely love that they added in this row of mattes on the bottom. I just feel like that was so good. I love the imprints on everything. The names are Fairy Godmother, Prince Charming, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Little Mermaid. Decals on the mirror say Mirror, Mirror on the Wall, who's the fairest of all. Like, this is such a well done palette. Not that I expect anything less from Nomad. I love how they do their travel series. I love how they get really involved with their audience. Like, they have this whole crossword puzzle game happening on their Instagram and giving different clues of where their next palette would be. The packaging is beautiful on this one. I'm a big, big fan of this. So this is what I have on my eyes today. Again, it's just the Snow White shade. I do have a discount code with Nomad, and that is Samantha. So if you're interested in the palette or anything on their site, but that palette, that had me all kinds of excited. And speaking of eyeshadow palettes, of course we have to talk about the Natasha Denona Bloom palette. So this was released for spring. So this one is $69. It says featuring the dreamiest warm toned floral inspired hues from vibrant peachy corals and soft apricots to rich brick reds and complementing mauves. Okay. You guys know I love Natasha Denona. I buy a lot of her eyeshadow palettes. I buy a lot of her releases in general. When I initially saw the Bloom palette, I was like, ooh, that's so pretty. Am I gonna get this one? And then I looked at it a little bit closer and I was like, okay, you know, is it similar to maybe some of the other ones that she has? Or I think at the end of the day, it was really like a, do I feel like I need this in my collection? And I started to do my Shop My Stash series. So I brought it in January. So this is where I go through my makeup collection and then I pack my makeup monthly bag. I am always on the go. I think I spend more time in my car than I do anywhere else. My Creators and Friends duffel bag is always packed as well, and I always have my on-the-go makeup bag with me. And so the products that I pick out in my Shop My Stash, that is what I use basically all month long. I really don't deter out of that makeup bag. And so in the month of February, I had, I think it was 4 or 5 different eyeshadow palettes, new ones that I was trying. And I was like, okay. And so I even said in the month of March when I did the video, I was like, you know, I kind of want to see what my palette collection looks like what all palettes I'm bringing into my collection, and then do I really need to buy a new one, because I already can't go through all of the makeup that I have anyways. I have so many palettes in my collection that are favorite palettes of mine, palettes that I love, and I just don't touch them because I try out the new products. And it's not a bad thing, and I'm not complaining about it, it just is what it is. But again, at the end of the day, it's like when you look at it, it's like, do I need to buy a $69 eyeshadow palette if I'm not going to be able to get a lot of use out of it, because I'm also trying these other ones and trying to, you know, shop my stash and my collection and all the things. So I looked at it. I did watch a few videos of people doing looks, and I think that it looks beautiful. I think that it's so pretty, but I also think with the amount of eyeshadow palettes that I've gotten recently and that I'm trying to try out and I'm trying to use and I'm trying to get feedback on, I was like, I just don't think it makes the most sense for me to purchase this one. It was a tough one to skip over because I do think that it looks very pretty, and I honestly feel like the more I look at it, the more I want to buy it. But I'm gonna try to hold strong because it's just one of those that I don't think that I need at this moment. I really want to try the other palettes that I have, but this was a hard one to say no to. I'm curious if you got this one. I do have a discount code with Natasha Denona. It is SAMANTHAMARCH if you are interested in that one, but that was a tough one. I did also get the new collab palette with Odens and Morgan Turner. So this is the Love Language palette. So this is another one that I just received. I did see the collection sold out, so huge congratulations to Morgan Turner and Odens because this one is so, so beautiful. I think this is so pretty. I know they launched it around Valentine's Day. I got mine just a little bit later, which is fine. I still want to do some looks with it. I know they said that they are going to be doing a restock of this one also, but this is so pretty. I love that it's like, it's still like colorful and fun, but it's not like super overwhelming for me, for my eyes, for my creative brain. I love some of the mattes in here. I think look so pretty. So I think there's a lot of really fun looks that I can do with this one too. So the restock is going to be coming on the Odens and Morgan Turner palette, but of course would love to know if you picked that one up also. I feel like there's been quite a few eyeshadow releases recently. It was kind of quiet for a while and then it kind of picked back up. I do have a discount code with Odens. It's Samantha. I don't think that you can use it on collab products, but if there's anything else that you wanted to grab in the meantime from them, I love the Odens formula. I think that it's so beautiful, and that looks like another great collab that they have. They do some amazing collabs with content creators, and I just always think it's so exciting to see who they're collabing with next. All right, some different lip products that I see. So Merit is coming out with their Signature Lip Sheer Lip Liner. This is $24. Now, the name caught me off guard a little bit. I was like, This is a non-drying buildable lip liner that creates soft definition or sheer all over color for a comfortable, hydrated, and natural looking lips, and it has a satin finish, okay? Then we also have the Shade Slick Sheen High Shine Tinted Lip Oil, also $24. Gives a wash of lightly pigmented color with a high shine pearlescent finish. So Merit to me is definitely one of those brands that kind of has that no makeup vibe to them, clean girl makeup vibe to them. I do like a lot of products. I have like 5 lipsticks from Merit that I have purchased on myself. I purchased a trio at holiday time. So I do like a handful of their products. With this one though, I don't know if I'm going to love this. When I see a sheer lip liner and how it says sheer all over color, I just bought the Rhode Lip Shaper and I'm just not loving it. And to me, it's not even that's a sheer product, it's not, but it wipes away very quickly. I'm used to lip liners staying on my lips. Like I'm wearing the Fenty Beauty one today. This is not gonna go anywhere. Like I'm gonna eat lunch after this. I have an event to go to this afternoon, and when I take my makeup off tonight, I'm gonna be wiping away the lip liner. And so with that one with Rhode, I just don't love it because to me that's the point of lip liner. Like that's the point. Like yes, it shapes your lips. Yes, you can, you know, make your lips appear larger and all of the things, but it also stays. So I'm like, it's not really been a huge fan of mine. So then when I read a sheer lip liner, I'm just like, I don't know, I don't understand what the point of that is. So even though lip liners always make me curious and I always give a double take to them, I just don't think this one is gonna be it for me. And then the tinted lip oil, I love a lip oil as well. These are all gonna be available March 18th on the website and Sephora. I have no idea what the day even is. I feel like we're already in June. Anyone else? Anyone else? I feel like the lip oil still sounds nice. And this is one of those things where it's like, I want to buy the lip liner and the lip oil. I love doing lip combo videos. I love sharing what my lip duo is and all the things, but I'm like, I think this one is going to be a pass for me. I did also just get from City Beauty. They just came out with a lip liner and a lip oil, and I've been really liking these. So I was excited to see City Beauty come out with a lip liner because they don't have that yet in their collection. And I know even when we got the, you know, the email saying that these releases were coming out, it was like we're finally filling that spot in our lip category, and I was like, yay, because again, love lip liners. So they came out with 2 different shades of lip liners. The one that I have been wearing the most is the blush one. Yeah, the blush shade. So I've been wearing this one often, and this does not move. What video was I doing? I was just saying this in a video the other day about lip liners and how I want them to stay. And I was like, the City Beauty ones, these are one of those that they're more of a, I also prefer more of a matte finish on lip liner. So I know the Merit one said satin. I prefer matte, and this is one that goes on creamy but dries right away. It's matte and it doesn't move, and I think that it is so pretty. And then like I said, I love a good lip oil. The one from City Beauty, this to me, like, it's not one of those formulas that I feel like knocks my socks off. Like I don't think this is like a crazy new innovative type of lip oil, but it's one of those like just good lip oils. Like it's going to hydrate your lips. It's going to make them look a little bit like fuller. It's not going to be sticky. It doesn't like goop on the lips at all, anything like that. It's just one of those lip formulas that's just a good lip oil formula, and that's what I appreciate. I really like the shade Sangria. I feel like it gives just like a little juicy tint to the lips, but they also came out with a pink champagne. So I was really excited to see them launch these, and I've been wearing this lip combo quite a bit. I have my discount code with City Beauty is Samantha M. If you're looking to try that out, their night lip oil is super popular. So I was really excited to see them come out with the plumping lip oil. And I love that it doesn't have, like, I get no tingling. I get nothing from this one. It makes the lips look, like I said, juicier, fuller, but no tingling at all. So that I can appreciate. And speaking of lip oils, Gisou is coming out with some new shades in their honey infused hydrating lip oils. So they have 2 tinted lip oils and 1 shimmer one. So these are going to be $28 each. There's a raspberry swirl, a bee leany peach, and a glazed plum. I do really like these lip oils from Gisou. I also have their watermelon one, and I just think it's so pretty. And that one is shimmery and just so gorgeous. So I feel like with them, they've mostly been like the, has it mostly been the shimmery ones? I could be wrong. But we have the 2 tinted lip oils. I'm not opposed to trying another one, but I also know I have a lot of lip products right now, and it goes in the category, well, I think most makeup for me goes into the category of want, not need. Let's be serious. But those look really pretty. Those are ones that from the ones that I have tried, I feel like they've been really nice. So the new shades look good too. I was just talking with some of my friends about the Laneige coming out with a new lip product. It's available in Asia now. It says new shades in the Glaze Craze Tinted Polypeptide Lip Serum. It's a nourishing tinted lip serum with donut-inspired shades, love donuts, and flavors for visibly plump lips with a high shine finish, and it's $22 each. So I was out celebrating my friend's birthday the other day, and I was getting asked all kinds of, I got asked what was my favorite foundation. You should have seen me. I was like a deer in headlights. I was like, huh. My mental Rolodex of every single foundation that I've ever tried ran through my head and was like, what should I say? There's so many to choose from. And then my friend was like, have you seen these new lip products from Laneige? Like, I really want to try them out. And I told her, because it was her birthday, I was like, sometimes I do get PR from them. Not always, but sometimes I do. I was like, if I happen to get these, like, I will gift you some of the shades. And she was like, oh my gosh, thank you. So now I'm just like crossing my fingers that I do, because gifting makeup is how I keep my friendships. But these look super pretty, and I do like Laneige. And it was funny because my other friend there, she was like, I really like their lip sleeping mask. And I was like, yes, me too. I wear that all the time. Like, I woke up this morning and my lips, I feel like do I sound dehydrated? I feel like I saw sunshine for the first time on Sunday. I was like at a pool. I think I even got like a little sunburn on my shoulders. I used SPF, but I didn't reapply because I didn't think I was going to be in the sun that long, and I didn't bring it with me. And I was like, oh, warm weather, what is that? And I swear I felt like I've been parched since then. But I woke up and I was like, my lips feel dry. So I put on the Laneige lip mask and, you know, went for a walk. I had a hot chocolate. I've been in meeting. It's hours later. I'm filming this at 11 a.m. I mean, I put that on at 6:30 in the morning. And even when I went to go do my lip combo, I was like, oh, I need to wipe away the lip mask because it's still on my lips. It stays. It's just one of the good ones. So I saw Pat McGrath is doing a new collection, and this is Candy Crush. And that is a game. I've never played it myself, but I'm fairly confident it's just a game that you play on your phone. Listen, I'm from the days where we played, what was that game on the phone? Like Snake or Brick or like something along those lines. I feel like it was like a snake and there was like bricks involved. Does anyone else remember that game? Because that was a good time. But we have a bunch of lip products in here. We have lipsticks for $39. Glosses are $29. There's also a nail polish. I mean, this is cute. When I first saw the packaging, honestly, it gave me holiday vibes. Like, I was like, I'm over here trying to count my 103 bikinis to get ready for swimsuit season. And so I saw this and I was like, wait a second, is it gonna snow again? So Pat McGrath is one of those brands that I don't lose my mind over. Like, I try products here and there and I usually find them to be like, okay, but not anything that's necessarily a favorite of mine. So that one is going to be a pass for me. I got a couple tags on this actually because I've been talking about wanting to get a new bronzer. All of my bronzers are like very heavily panned, which is something I'm so proud of. But I also just feel like I haven't tried a new bronzer in a minute. So I actually had a few people tag me on this one. It's from the brand Polite Society Beauty, which I've never tried anything from them. Would love to know if you have. And this is the Cabana Club Blurring Bronzer. It says the easiest bronzer you've ever used. A melting bronzer that combines both liquid and powder phases to give an ultra blurring, soft focus, sun-kissed glow. Of course, it's skincare infused. I talked about that in the last new makeup releases video, that skincare mixed with makeup is very trendy right now. So it has like vegan hyaluronic acid. It's supposed to give you a seamless, smooth appearance that doesn't settle into fine lines, and this is going to be $34. I mean, I could try it out. I know, was it the live chat that I was doing for March Makeup Madness that we were talking about maybe doing a video of like getting your bronzer recommendations and then me like trying them all? Listen, I'm totally down for a video like that if we think that we should do that. But this one, I mean, it sounds interesting. Like I said, I've never tried Polite Society, but the fact that it's liquid and powder, I'm like, I don't know, I could give this a try. I'm not even sure where this brand is sold. Oh, it looks like it's sold at Ulta Beauty. Okay. All right. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that one. $34. I mean, still expensive for a bronzer. Like, I love my L'Oreal and I think it's like $11 or something like that. But I really do want to try a new bronzer. Speaking of March Makeup Madness, if you have not joined in the fun, every single year for the past like 7 years, I run March Makeup Madness on my channel. We do this as live chats. So the next live chat is actually gonna be tomorrow, Thursday. It's gonna be at 3 p.m. PST. It's just here on my channel. But what I do is we just play a little game. I take 4 makeup products in different categories, and at the beginning I have you fill out a form, aka like a bracket, and you have to pick 1 product in each category that you think is going to be the most voted on by my community. And then I do another video where we put together a prize package. I do another video where I share the top 2 that are voted on, because then I have you start voting. And I do the top 2 that are the most voted on, and then the last live chat is a get ready with me with the most voted on products. And then whoever gets it all right on their form wins a prize box from me. So we did the first live chat last week. I introduced all of the different products and how the game works, so you can watch back the replay. And then tomorrow for the live chat, I thought it would be really fun to take you into my makeup closet. I have a walk-in closet, because this is the most relatable thing I've ever said. I have a walk-in closet full of makeup. It's a lot of like the extra stuff that I get in PR, and I have it set up now in a way where I can easily see it. So I do giveaway boxes on the regular, you know, for people that I see in my comment section, you know, the support that I see. I will message people to be like, I have a little box to send out to you. I also set it up like if my friends come over, they can grab anything that they need. But I thought since it's all set up so nicely now, that I will take you into the closet and have you build the box with me. So if you want to have a say of what goes into the prize box for March Makeup Madness, tune in live tomorrow, 3 p.m. PST, and we will build that box together. All right, Haus Labs is coming out with their Glassy Highlighter Balm. This is a glide-on ethereal glass skin with this hydrating multi-use highlighter stick. There we go. 64% skincare, of course. All right, these are going to be $30 each. Looks like these should already be available at Sephora. So I'm not a big highlight girl, so these are gonna be a pass for me, but I just wanted to mention Haus Labs because I feel like I haven't seen a new release from them in a minute. Again, with me not doing these every single week now, I'm not as like on pulse, which is okay, because honestly, as someone who tried to cut back on makeup purchases and all of that, doing these videos every week definitely I felt like was attributing to buying so much more and having so much more, and that was a focus I've really tried for like the last 2 years to cut down on. So just doing these videos sporadically from time to time has definitely helped me with that. But I wanted to mention a few complexion products that have come out, because in my last haul I had not 1, not 2, but 3 new skin tints come out, and then I also have purchased one recently myself too. So this is very trending right now, is brands coming out with skin tints, but we have a lot of different options. The one that I purchased is from Makeup Forever. This is their Super Boost Perfecting Moisture Boosting Skin Tint. I have it on today. I will say this has become a favorite of mine. I have worn it, I'm trying to think the last time that I didn't wear it. I put it in my Shop My Stash bag for March, also with the Lawless foundation, but I've basically just been wearing this one. It's so lightweight. It's a light coverage. I blend it out with a brush, and I still feel like I get a nice light coverage with it. It just kind of smooths the skin. It doesn't feel heavy. It lasts throughout the day. This one has been so nice. I do have more combo skin, and I like products that are a little bit more of a natural finish, and this one to me from Makeup Forever is so nice. And then I also got 3 new ones in my last PR haul. So Milk Makeup came out with their Hydro Grip Gel Tint. Colourpop came out with their Pretty Fresh Tinted Foundation Balm, and Milani came out with their Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Skin Tint Stick. So a lot of options, you know, 2 that are more high-end you can get at Sephora, 2 that are more in the, you know, affordable drugstore range. I know Milani you can get at Ulta. I think the Colourpop one you can too, or you can get it on the website. The only one I have a discount code for is Colourpop. That is MARCHBEAUTY. So these are the tinted foundation balms. I have all 4 of these in March Makeup Madness. Usually I pick things from my own collection that I've like tried out a lot, but especially because I have 4 new skin tints, I was like, let's put these up. You know, voting hasn't started yet because the forms are still open. So you still have time if you want to fill out the form. But I'm super curious to see what is the most voted on. Because also in my PR haul, I said, you know, for my next Get Ready With Me, let me know which product you want me to see get used. And Milani was winning in that one. And I was like, really? I don't know. I think I kind of thought it would be the Colourpop since it's like a fan favorite brand. Also the Milk Makeup like sounded interesting, but it was Milani that was definitely winning out in the comments of that one. So I don't know if that will help it win March Madness. You know, I was like, the only one I've been trying is Makeup Forever so far, so maybe that gives it a little extra boost up in March Madness. I don't know, but those are some new options for complexion products. I would love to know if you've tried any of those, but I love seeing things like skin tints and light coverage foundations being like, what's the thing right now, because that's my like personal preference. This to me was also an interesting release, and when I saw it, I almost was like, I'm surprised brands haven't come out with something like this. And I think that this potentially could be something that we see more in 2025. This is available now in Europe. It's from L'Oreal. It's their Infallible Skin Ink. It's a foundation and a concealer, offers a flawless complexion for up to 48 hours, the coverage of a foundation with the concealing power of a concealer for a flawless matte soft finish. The applicator allows for precise application, whether you want to camouflage small imperfections or coverage all over the face. So it's kind of like an in-between size doe foot there. The formula is transfer resistant to water and heat, and it's in 15 shades. So I just see coming soon to other countries right now. But this to me, I do think that over the last couple of years, I've heard more people, myself included, say things like, oh, I don't wear foundation, but I use my concealer as a foundation, or I'm just wearing concealer. And then I remember there was a time where it was like, there was this whole debate of like, can you really say you don't have foundation on if you put concealer all over your face? And that was like, people couldn't sleep at night without knowing the answer to that, you know, like it got really deep for a second there. And for me, I would love, I know this is like the least beauty guru thing that I can say, I would love to move away from wearing foundation. It's not that I don't like foundation or don't like the way that it looks or anything along those lines. I would love to just simplify my routine a little bit more, like less is more. Like I already do so much less that I'm like, how much more less can you go? But to have, like, to me, I just feel like every time I do my makeup, I have to do foundation. I have to cover my skin. I have to cover imperfections. I have to, and I'm like, I'm really trying to step back from that. And this might sound crazy, but I have a friend who, she says that she hasn't worn foundation in a year, and like she'll do a little bit of concealer and sometimes she'll do like a little bit of powder if she feels like she needs it, but actual like a liquid foundation, she hasn't worn it in over a year. And she said that she really likes, like she really focused on her skincare for a long time, got her skin to a place where she feels like she doesn't need that, you know? And I'm like, I've been really focusing so hard on my skincare, and I feel like I'm getting so many nice compliments. Like when I do my get ready with me videos and I come to you barefaced first, I get so many compliments on how good my skin looks, because as someone who has been very vocal about her acne journey, it makes me feel like so nice. And then I'm like, you know, I do all of this and I'm trying to have better skin, and I think that it looks good. And then I wake up and I throw a bunch of foundation on my face and I'm like, I'm sure that's such an unpopular opinion, but too, sometimes like online, I see girls come on camera with the most beautiful glowing skin and then they dump a bottle of foundation on their face and I'm like, huh. Back to, I'm someone who has often said I'm not wearing foundation, I just have concealer on. And I wonder if we'll get more products like this from brands, but it makes me curious, like, can it really be like this 2-in-1? Like, curious to know. And I also feel like, was it IT Cosmetics, or I feel like there's another brand that had a product similar to this concept. I feel like one of you will know. IT Cosmetics? Pure Cosmetics? I feel like it was Pure Cosmetics. Right. So we do have some news that the Sephora sale is coming up, and also the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty has started. So yesterday's video is actually all about the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I was a little late getting that one up, but that sale completely snuck up on me. But I still wanted to go through the calendar because they also added in weekly beauty steals. So typically the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty just does their daily beauty steals, and now they've added in weekly ones as well. So that is running through, I think it's March 27th. So if you want to check out the calendar, that is in my previous video, and I will also link the whole calendar in my description box as well. I always say thank you if you use any affiliate links, especially during sales, because that's when brands are really looking at us. But for Sephora, their spring savings event is going to start on April 4th for Rouge members, who get 20% off. April 8th will be VIB with 15% off, and then Insider also April 8th with 10% off, and it's going to run through the 14th. Also, the Sephora collection will be 30% off April 4th through the 14th. So let me know. I feel like April 4th, again, I feel like we're basically at the end of the year is how I feel like this year is zooming on by, especially the month of March. I have no idea what's going on. So if you want to see a video on the Sephora savings event, maybe what I would recommend, new products, holy grails, definitely let me know. Those are always some of my favorite videos to make. And I don't know why I understand that it can be a hard thing because it's like we're talking about sales, and of course I think there's a lot of talk of overconsumption, underconsumption, and all the things. But I think for me, I always really enjoyed doing the Sephora sale videos because it was kind of like my favorite things. And I love to talk about my favorite things. I could ramble on about my favorite things for 1,000 years. From makeup to hot chocolate, don't even get me started. Like, I mean, I could talk to you all day. Healthy habits, save it. I started a whole second channel just so I could ramble more about how to have healthy habits. My least favorite things, I just don't like a lot of negativity, okay? I'm like, oh yeah, I don't really like this, but let me tell you about this, you know? Like, so I feel like that to me was what the Sephora sale videos were, but I do understand that it can have a little bit more like negativity now of like pressuring people to buy during sales and all of those things, but I still always really like to make those videos. So if you want to see one, let me know. I am VIB now. I lost my rouge status since I really worked on my goals of buying less makeup. So I am only VIB now, so it's a little bit longer for me to shop, but I think there's probably a couple things that I will either repurchase or some new things that I want to grab from the sale. Let me know if you want to see that video. I see that Nars is coming out with a new collection. This one is limited edition, enter resort mode. Ooh, sun-inspired shades that capture the glistening glamour of the south of France. Okay. And all inside an exclusive striking striped case inspired by captivating coastal colors. How cute. So cheek palette, $49. The lip oil is $28. We have the mini Laguna bronzer and lip oil duo is $32. There's eyeshadow sticks for $32. So this is available now. Okay, the cheek palettes, since there's 4 shades, if it was a duo, honestly, I would be all about it. I have the Nars Summer Unrated cheek palette on my face today. I picked it out in my Shop My Stash. It has continued to be a favorite duo of mine. I use it so much. It's a bronzer, it's a blush. I love that it's together. It has a big mirror. The Summer Unrated palette, it's limited edition. A lot of times these drops that Nars do are limited edition, which makes me sad because that cheek duo. So again, it's like, I don't think that I really need a 4-pan cheek product right now, but I love the packaging on it, the South of France vibes. Ooh, I have had so many people ask me, like I've been hibernating for a while. I don't know, you know, it does get cold in Las Vegas. It's the desert, but it does get cold. And I just feel like I've been hibernating. I look like a polar bear is what I've been saying because I'm so pale right now. So I'm like, I'm just like a polar bear hibernating right now for the winter. But I've been getting out there more. I've been trying to get back into the swing of things. And I keep having people be like, where have you been recently? Where's your next trip? And I'm like, I haven't been on a plane yet in 2025. So, and everyone's like, what? Are you okay? I'm like, no, I'm actually not. But I have some fun trips coming up soon. I'm spending like half the month of April down in Florida. So that's fun. I get to hang out with some of you. I'm hosting a trip with my friend Angie. So that'll be really fun. We have a trip with creators and friends, which will be really fun. I get to go back to Iowa. We are welcoming a new baby into the family. Super fun. I'm also hosting a group trip to Bali this year. That's happening in August. I realized that I don't talk about it a whole lot on YouTube, and I'm not sure why. I definitely talk about it more on Instagram. But if you have ever been curious to go to Bali and want to go in a group setting, that is what I will be hosting in the month of August. We do have a group chat on my Instagram, which is March Beauty Word. So if you want to join there, we just talk about the trip, the itinerary, any questions that people have. I will have it linked in my description box, of course, if you want to check out the itinerary and the booking. But I'm really excited for it. Last year I hosted in Greece and I thought it was so much fun. This year, the only trip that I'm hosting is in Bali because I'm definitely not traveling as much this year, and I'm not sure I'm going to host any group trips in 2026, especially with, my brother having his first baby. I'm really trying to make a priority, putting family first and all of those things. So I'm not sure if I'll be hosting any group trips in the year of 2026. I don't want to say no, but it's not really looking like that's going to work out for me. So I'm really excited to host Bali. I never thought I would go there. I feel like it's, for being in the US, it is a pretty far destination. I know we have a couple of people from Australia that are going, which is so exciting. But to me, I feel so much more comfortable going as a group and like, and all of those things. I just never thought that I would get there. So to be able to experience something like that, especially with so many people from my community, I think there are a couple people going that just, you know, want to go to Bali. You know, they don't really like know me or anything, but they want to go to Bali in a group setting to feel a little safer and all of those things with long travel. So I'm super excited about it. But seeing a kind of like travel themed products once again, like something about like the stripes, it honestly made me think of Greece, but it just is like, oh, like I'm ready to get back out there. I can't believe I haven't been on a plane. Also, did you see the Southwest changes? Southwest was my airline. Ooh, that was a tough one to read this morning. Okay, but let's bring it back to some makeup news. So we do have a new brand launching. This was actually just announced right as I was sitting down. So Michaela Nagora, I think I'm saying that correctly, is launching her own brand, and this is called Point of View. So it looks like this is going to be skincare based. So the first drop includes Amp It, which is a lip product, great. Drench It, a priming milk. Drip It is a glow serum. Whip It is a hydrating whipped cream. And then Glaze It is a glazy tack primer. Will be available March 26th on their website. Like I said, this just got announced right as I was sitting down, and the comments are all over the place. And sometimes I think when you get to a certain level of exposure as a social media influencer, it just puts you under the spotlight for so many different things. It opens you up to so many different things. So the comments were kind of like, this is terrible to this is so exciting to, like, it was just, like my brain was like exploding reading it. But at the end of the day, you know, it's a new brand and a female founded brand, which I always think is really exciting. I tend to think when I see new brands coming out with a content creator as the face of it, or the owner of it, the creator of it, whatever it may be, typically females tend to get a lot of hate, especially from other females, which is something I don't love. And I think that our male counterpoints don't have to deal with that as much, which makes me sad. I know Michaela has like her own story on social media, but at the end of the day, what it comes down to is if you want to support a brand or not. If you don't want to, you don't buy the products. You know, if you want to, you can buy the products. It's an option that's available. That's kind of how I think like new brands, new makeup releases, you know, new things like that. It's just another option that's available. You know, you go into a grocery store, you have multiple options for ketchup, you have multiple options for cereal, and you get to choose what's best for you. That's how I look at the makeup industry as well. Like, I don't walk into Sephora and start hating on brands because I'm like, you came out with another lipstick. Like, so did the other brands. So it's just an option that we now have. I was a little bit, so I just really want to focus on my thoughts on the actual brand, right? I was a little bit surprised that she did skincare because I feel like Michaela is very well known for her like full glam makeup looks, and she does beautiful makeup looks. And so I was almost kind of expecting, like, I've been seeing her like sneak peeks. I was expecting her to announce a brand. Honestly, I was expecting this a while ago, but I was expecting her to announce a brand, and I thought it would be full glam. I do think it is smart that she has gone this route though, because this is very popular right now. I'm thinking about brands like Rhode Beauty and their popularity, and with their, you know, skin focused products especially. I think that this is very smart. I mean, there's a lot that goes into building a brand, and if you're able to have good like trend casting and those sort of things, you know what's going on. Because I know she says this has been in production for 2 years, and I think this is a spot on time to be releasing it because, of course, colorful makeup and full coverage and all of that is still very in. There's always going to be people that love that, but I feel like most eyes right now are on the less is more, all the skin tints that are coming out, and then all these skin prepping products are very popular right now. I'm talking about Rhode. There's what's that colorful one? It starts with a B. It's also at Target. I cannot think of the name right now. Like their skin prep products, like skin prep is very in. And I know Michaela also, you know, was very well known for like covering her acne in her skin prep routine. So this, on one hand, I'm surprised that it's not like something more into the color cosmetics. On the other hand, I do think color cosmetics is obviously going to be coming, and this is just their first launch of skincare. I think it's smart. I think it's on trend. And I think that the brand will do really well, is my opinion. Do I think that I need anything from the first launch? Probably not. Again, I just made an order from Rhode and got their glazing milk, and I'm not really a big skin prepper as it is. But I've been doing it more and more and liking it. But I don't think it's anything that I need to run out and grab right away for myself. At the end of the day, it's a new brand that is coming, and I would love to hear your thoughts. Speaking of female founded brands, I'll just sneak this in really quick, but the day that I'm filming, we actually did a restock on my own brand. This is not beauty related, so I'll just sneak this in really quick. But we have these Week at a Glance notepads that I sell on BySamanthaMarch.com. These were part of my first drop in July of 2021, and they sold out so quickly. I've brought them back like 3 different times, and they always sell out. So we've just restocked them again. So these are just the Week at a Glance notepads. Starts with Sunday, goes on. It says stay inspired on here, the brand logo. You have 50 pages of the week, and then you can just tear these off. So super excited that these are back in stock. And then also we did just recently launch the procrastination deck. So these are a deck of cards. Each card has a different task that you probably are procrastinating in your life. So I have a video on this channel all about it, and then I did a video on my second channel doing a week where I pull a card every day and do that task on there and kind of take you through it with me. So these are available as well on the website. So I wanted to mention that for the restock. Again, it's just BySamanthaMarch.com. There is free shipping on US orders over $50. We have international shipping. We also have other products like the Gratitude Journal, the 90-day planner. There's some apparel over there as well. So if you're interested, you can check that out. Okay, and then we have a new fragrance. This is from Replica, Never Ending Summer. Ooh, a fresh citrus fragrance that captures the feeling of eternal summer. It's a unique Italian spritz accord, recognizable for its uplifting citrus notes, intertwines with bright notes of a freshly peeled orange and vibrant vetiver to transport you to memories of an endless Italian summer. Listen, I went to Italy last summer. It was so beautiful. So it's $165 for the 3.4 ounce and $85 for the 1 ounce. Whew. So this is cute. Will be available March 21st. I don't feel like I need a new fragrance right now. I just did a video fairly recently ranking my entire fragrance collection, which is 10 of them. And then I also just got a new one from Ellis Brooklyn in Salt that I've been trying out, but I don't feel like I need a new one right now. But this one from Fleur, this is Vanilla Smoke, and it's a body and hair mist. Sultry sweetness rises in a delicate wisp of smoke. Beneath resinous swirls of incense, rich aromatic birch ignites against a backdrop of smoky balsam and bold cacao blanc. Golden amber radiates warmth, unveiling the creamy allure of cashmere vanilla. Woo. Okay, the 8 ounce is $38, the 3 ounce is $25. That doesn't seem bad. March 11th on the website. This one, like, I'm actually kind of interested in. I'm not gonna lie. Body and hair, vanilla smoke. It just sat, like, I love smoke. I love woody. I love spicy. And it does say the fragrance family is warm and spicy. Do I need it? No. Will it be at Sephora? Yeah. This might be one that I am giving a double take to for the sale. One more fragrance. This is from Glossier. This is the Eau Fleur. It's formulated to be a skin scent enhancer, meaning it smells a little differently on everyone. Okay, right now I just see coming soon to the website. Wait, has that come out? That was back in February. Okay, I actually don't see it yet. Okay, but would love to know if you're gonna grab this one. I feel like Glossier is, you know, definitely a very popular brand, and some of their scents are quite popular as well. So curious if you're planning to pick that up. I also realized one other new product I wanted to mention is this LYS Glossy Balm. I've been wearing this nonstop. It's what I'm wearing today with my Fenty lip liner. This is just the balm in Charismatic. I love that you can twist it up, and it's so pretty. It smells good. It gives you like that like juicy lip look, and Charismatic is just like their clear, I think it does just say clear, but it's like a clear pink. It is so pretty. This, I love the packaging on it too. This and the Fenty lip liner, this has been my go-to lip combo so far for the month that I pulled into my Shop My Stash bag, and I just think that it's so pretty. So I wanted to shout out the LYS Glossy Balm, but otherwise that is it. I think this was a long one. We had a lot of new makeup releases to get caught up on, and some of my favorite new releases that I've been trying out recently. I would love to know what you've been trying, and I'll see you in the next one.